as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Now Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mixon with a first down carry. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. On 2nd and 7, Fields flushed out right. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
eluding the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown, Bengals!
This is our time.
Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Dumps it off to Mixon. Oh, he bowls over it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Now here's Fields on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Jones. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. These two teams all tied after one. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 19th touchdown now on the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
Come on, let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
A big play that time on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Snell on the shotgun handoff. Running right through him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Mixon.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On second down, it's Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That time, a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
2nd and 5 now. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change the...
And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Hurts.
It's brought in by Harris. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll throw now on the final play. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Steven Sims in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Both teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Also 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Fields on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll run on first down. Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Fields.
Rolling to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the way.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. James Washington with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
On first down, Fields.
Trying to lay one up deep.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Fields.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the screen pass. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Now here's Fields on the sneak.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for when.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now a first down throw. Fields
sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Here's Fields.
This will be caught at about the 5. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Mixon.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bengals 42.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Ballage. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down now, it's Harris, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Fields throw here complete to Kelsey.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. Brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. One last throw here for Fields. Connecting with Mixon.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.